Channel3000.com Alert Center. This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Hain, and welcome to an abbreviated News 3 Now at noon. We'll join CBS's live coverage of the impeachment trial momentarily. But first, let's head over to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has a look at your first alert forecast. Kind of cloudy out there.
A little cloudy, but mild for January. We're in a really quiet spot, actually, looking ahead through the rest of the week. Here's a live look right now with our Edgewater sky cam. We're expecting nothing to come along with these clouds through the rest of the afternoon, just a mostly cloudy sky. Temperatures are going to climb to the mid-30s for afternoon highs. Frankly, a very similar spot to what we saw yesterday afternoon. And again, very mild for the end of January. We do have a few flurry chances before we wrap up the week, though. We'll take a closer look at the next opportunity for a little light snow to come on through in just a few minutes, Mark.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Dana. An investigation is underway following the crash that killed NBA legend Kobe Bryant, one of his daughters, and 7 others. The helicopter went down in foggy conditions Sunday morning, killing everyone on board. Flight track records show the chopper was circling for about 12 minutes over the Glendale area. The pilot was in contact with air traffic controllers prior to the crash, but apparently never sent any distress calls. Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board are at the crash site today to begin examining debris that's scattered across a rugged hillside. Officials say a fire after the deadly accident may have burned some evidence.
It's a logistical nightmare in a sense because a crash site itself is not easily accessible.
Meanwhile, tributes are pouring in from fellow athletes, not just basketball players, but tennis and golf pros, as well as movie stars who spent years cheering for the famous Laker. Gary Vitti was a Lakers trainer for more than 30 years and remembered Bryant as more than an athlete.
He's the father of 4 girls and the husband of Vanessa, and that guy, not the Mamba.
Former President Barack Obama tweeted love and prayers to Vanessa and the entire Bryant family on what he called an unthinkable day. The Milwaukee Bucks released a statement on the sudden death of Bryant, saying, quote, Kobe Bryant demonstrated an extraordinary passion for basketball and love for his family. His legendary impact on the game will continue forever, and he'll be terribly missed by the Bucks organization and basketball fans across the globe. Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo also deleted all of his social media accounts following the death of Kobe Bryant. Giannis says that Bryant was a major idol and mentor in his life. Milwaukee Brewers outfielder Ryan Braun says this might be his final season, according to ESPN. Yesterday, during the Brewers Winter Fan Fest, Braun said that this might be his final season as a player. The 36-year-old is entering the final year of a 5-year, $105 million contract. This will be his 14th year in the majors. All have been with the Brewers. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers has signed an executive order creating a nonpartisan commission to draw new legislative maps next year for the legislature to consider, a move that Republicans have rejected as a sham. Evers was joined by Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, Attorney General Josh Kaul, Democratic lawmakers, and other supporters of redistricting reform for the signing at his Capitol office this morning. Evers supports taking the power to redistrict away from the legislature, which is controlled by Republicans, but creating the commission does not take the constitutional duty to draw maps away from the legislature. Vice President Mike Pence will be coming to the Badger State tomorrow. Pence is scheduled to deliver remarks at the Wisconsin School Choice Student Showcase at the state capitol around 12:15 tomorrow. We'll have live coverage of the Vice President's visit all day tomorrow on our newscast and on Channel3000.com. Democrats are ratcheting up pressure for former National Security Advisor John Bolton to testify at President Trump's impeachment trial in the wake of a new report about Bolton's book. According to the New York Times, Bolton writes that the president told him, quote, he wanted to continue freezing $391 million in security assistance to Ukraine until officials there helped with investigations into Democrats, including the Bidens. The president denied the allegation, tweeting this morning, if John Bolton said this, it was only to sell a book. Democrats immediately insisted Bolton be called as a witness.
If he was in the room when this went down, we need to know that. The American people need to know that.
I think at this stage it's pretty fair to say that John Bolton has a relevant testimony to provide to those of us who are sitting in impartial justice.
Bolton has already told lawmakers that he is willing to testify. Lawyers for President Trump are set to resume their defense today in the impeachment trial. We'll bring you live coverage of that right after this abbreviated noon show. The 62nd, that is, Grammy Awards showcased breakthrough performances last night. Billie Eilish had a big night at the Grammy Awards, taking home 5 statues, including Best New Artist, along with Song, Record, and Album of the Year. Lizzo won 3 Grammys, including Best Pop Solo Performance. Lil Nas X also took home a pair of Grammys for his hit song, Old Town Road. While the focus was on music, a cloud of sadness hung over the Staples Center as performers paid tribute to the late NBA legend Kobe Bryant, who died just hours earlier in a helicopter crash. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. A cloudy and mild start to the work week, but we could see some flurries and freezing rain overnight. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has more in your forecast right after the break.
Your home is drafty and cold in the winter and your heating bills are out of control. It's time for a visit from Dr. Energy Saver by Larson Home Services. Dr. Energy Saver will show you where and why your home is using, losing, and wasting energy. We will conduct a comprehensive heat map analysis of your home, identifying problem areas like failing attics, vented crawl spaces, and leaky can lights. We'll set up a blower door, a powerful fan mounted on an exterior door to pull air out of your home, lowering the pressure inside and allowing us to pinpoint your troublesome areas. We offer a full range of insulation services for your home. These home energy upgrades will save you money on your energy bills and make your home more comfortable. Our team will provide effective, long-lasting solutions, and right now, take 50% off installation labor, get a free heat map analysis of your home, and get a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now and set up your free estimate, because this doctor makes house calls.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there's now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Year 3 begins at Hogwarts in a special live concert event. Watch as a live symphony orchestra performs with the full movie projected on the big screen. Don't miss Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban in concert.
Tickets at overture.org.
Mostly cloudy skies right now, but since we have nothing new coming down, here's my permission. Go ahead and wait in line to get your car washed. Every place that I had to drive by on my way to work had a line, at least 4 cars deep. I think everyone's just trying to get things cleaned on up, just like our roads right now, since nothing new is coming down. We've got sidewalks cleaned up, we've got our driveways all cleaned up, and it'll stay that way for the next several days. So you're good to go getting it clean. Go ahead and add the wax also, because it's not too cold outside with temperatures in the 30s in the afternoon. That's enough time for that wax to settle and set on in. Doppler radar is nice and quiet. Even with this cloudy sky, we're really not bringing any snow along with it. No rain chances. We did have some light flurries early this morning. Some folks seeing some freezing drizzle in spots. That will happen again overnight heading into Tuesday. We'll continue to see this mostly cloudy sky for early Tuesday morning. Expecting a few chances for some light flurries to come on through. Nothing that's going to take any extra time to clean up in the morning, nor anything that's going to impact our roads for early on Tuesday. In fact, we're really not picking it up on our future watch, but similar to this morning, expecting a few folks to wake up with that that slight chance for some flurries coming on down. For the rest of the day on Tuesday, mostly cloudy. Our breeze coming from the north. It's going to stay pretty quiet, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's not going to pick up too much. Light fog also the trend right now, as our dew points are close to our temperatures on the ground. No dense fog advisory in effect right now. None expected either for the next few days, but our visibility is going to be reduced, and you're going to notice that fog if your drive to work usually has a nice wide view. That's probably been cut back a little bit with the fog expected throughout the area. Overall, for the rest of the day, road conditions should be pretty smooth. At this point, everything's really cleaned on up from what we had last week and into Saturday morning. Some light fog expected, traffic picking up a little bit around 6 o'clock, but again, road-wise, not expecting any weather impacts for your commute this evening. Temperatures tonight will fall to the mid-20s. That's above average for our overnight lows. A chance for some freezing drizzle around daybreak for early on Tuesday, but nothing major building on in. High temperatures for tomorrow, similar to today. It's a little bit of a pattern that we're in right now, kind of a copy and paste event. 34 the high for your Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies, mild temperatures to be in the 30s, and some patchy fog expected. Temperatures close to the state line might get a little nearer to about 36, but if you're traveling north of Madison and the Dells, will be closer to about 33, 32, right at that freezing mark. And again, that's where we're staying. Weather is staying pretty quiet for us right now. A calm end to our January. As we head into February, though, this weekend, there'll be some light snow heading into Saturday morning. Saturday in the afternoon, we're expecting a little bit of a mix, some light snow with some light rain. Not a major event coming through, though. And then on Sunday, our groundhog's going to tell us how much winter we have left for next week. It does seem likely by the middle and end of next week that we'll get some colder air in, get a little closer to average with our temperatures, but not expecting a big drop, and it's still just a 10-day stretch before we get back to average. So 34 again in January, not a bad place to be for our afternoon highs. And if you do have any outdoor plans, of course, we have dogs, taking the dogs out. 34 is a little better than single digits.
Absolutely. Don't tell people to get their car washed.
What?
I got to get in line.
I told you. Every car wash I drove by had 6 cars in line. It was nuts.
I'll wait a few days.
Not for me.
All right, Dana, thank you. Well, day 6 of the impeachment trial is underway as the White House defense team continues opening arguments. We'll take you now to CBS's live coverage from Washington. Have a good day.